The X-15's record still stands, and the Concorde was decommissioned more than 2 decades ago. Our passenger planes are slower than they used to be. Our trains crawl compared to those in other parts of the world. Our cars do not fly. Advances have not stopped, but something has gone wrong. Stagnation was a choice. We have weighed down our builders and innovators. The well-intentioned regulatory regime of the 1970s became an ever-tightening ratchet, first hampering America's ability to become a net energy exporter and then making it harder and harder to build. We seem to have lost focus and vision, to have lowered our sights and let systems and structures and bureaucracies muddle us along. But we are capable of so much more. Our technologies permit us to manipulate time and space. They leave distance annihilated, cause things to grow and improve productivity. As Vice President Vance said in a recent speech, the tradition of American innovation has been one of increasing the capacities of America's workers, of extending human ability so that more people can do more and more meaningful work. But unrestricted immigration and reliance on cheap labor, both domestically and offshore, has been a substitute for improving the productivity with technology. We can build in new ways that let us do more with less, or we can borrow from the future. We have chosen to borrow from that future again and again. Our choice as a civilization is technology or debt, and we have chosen debt. Today, we choose a better way. Our first assignment is to secure America's preeminence in critical and emerging technologies. This administration will ensure that our nation remains the leader in the industries of the future, with a strategy of both promotion and protection, protecting our greatest assets and promoting our greatest innovators. To the degree it even tried to accomplish this, the Biden administration failed on its own terms, led by a spirit of fear rather than promise. The old regime sought to protect its managerial power from the disruptions of technology, while promoting social divisions and redistribution in the name of equity. They secured American technology poorly and failed to strengthen our leadership at all.
The person who invented the anti-gravity aircraft is a genius. Can you believe it? This aircraft was developed by the United States in the 1980s. It can counteract 89% of Earth's gravitational pull, achieving supersonic flight. Moreover, the anti-gravity aircraft can also achieve stealth effects, making it undetectable even on high-precision radar. This anti-gravity aircraft resembles an alien spaceship, and its development site is Area 51. The U.S. military has always denied the existence of this TR-3V anti-gravity aircraft, but due to the numerous sightings, this has become an undeniable fact. The principle of the TR-3B anti-gravity aircraft is quite simple. Its equilateral triangular structure not only provides better aerodynamic efficiency, but also greatly increases stability. The anti-gravity principle involves using atomic energy acceleration to create its own gravitational field, thereby counteracting Earth's gravity and achieving a hovering or weightless state. Combining this process with an external reverse gravity field generates a powerful thrust, allowing the aircraft to fly at speeds exceeding Mach 9.
Carajos. Y un globo no es. Eso se ve como algo extraño. Sí. No, es súper rápido. Una pelota no es, ni un globo. Un globo no es. Eso es otra cosa. Nos estamos acercando.
Mira cómo alumbra de varios colores, eso es como metálico, ¿cierto? Mira, mira cómo se mueve a mera velocidad.
My God. Oh my God. I mean, what are we looking at? Triangle? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? That's one of the orbs on top. Oh my God, I'm so cold. It's so windy. I'm gonna get one over there. Holy shit. What is this triangle formation? Just chilling. You can see it's still in a triangle and it's not moving. I mean, obviously the two are moving. Keeping that triangle, just rotating it. It's two rotating around the orb, keeping a triangle formation. What the fuck are we seeing, friends? One is breaking off. Oh my God, that is an orb. That is going on over there. I was just standing up on that thing, looking out. What is that?
Okay, so this is some very unique footage that was taken in Germany. It was recorded there, and you can see this cloud here, and I'm going to explain it before the video gets started because I want to play it with the sound and the audio, and just want to show you that right there is a little black dot, as you can see it. You're going to see this portal appear. Now, this is amazing. You're going to see it appear, and you're going to see this little black dot there. You're going to see it descend into these clouds, and then that thing is going to disappear. Is this a portal? Is that a being being teleported into our dimension? These are, I know that sounds so crazy, but when you see it, you'll see what I'm talking about. Or is it just an AI generated video? Watch it and then let me know what you think. Okay, so pay close attention and you'll see what I'm talking about. See that ray of light come down and see that being come down. Now watch carefully, this thing is going to vanish. What is that? Looks like a portal. See you later.
Telling you that they're not moving. They're staying stationary. They're hovering.
They kind of look wide too.
Look at the lights changing.
It is moving.
No, it's not.
It looks like it.
Yeah, but they're not moving. That's an airplane. Hang on.
Which one? The one closest to the Capitol building?
Yeah, let me zoom out a little bit. Yeah, that's an airplane.
But the one in the middle. That one.
That's an airplane. You can see it moving.
Yeah.
The one to the right. Or over here.
The one behind the Capitol building is not an airplane.
Or over here. That's an airplane. Okay.
Yeah, over there is. But look at
Yeah,
that one.
and I'm saying, like, when you look to the left of the Capitol,
That one.
those are not moving.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. They're here.
Can we go back to the car?
They're here, Ella.
Alright guys, back first thing in the morning. We are in Houston, Texas. Last night at 8:30 p.m. we've got 3 bright glowing orange orbs, which is nothing new. If you've been following the channel, you know that this is the most common thing that I've been posting lately, is these specifically orange glowing orbs. So before November, when we saw UFOs, we saw metal objects, we saw all kinds of things, but mostly they stuck to the same model. But now, ever since the drones and everything, all these orbs have been bright orange, same color every single time. And yeah, we still see other things here and there. It's just crazy. But this is out of Houston, Texas. They're filming from their house. 8:30 last night. I'm just posting to let you guys know that I'm still out here searching for videos and trying to collect as much information as I can, and I appreciate y'all.
Why is the moon directly above us today? I've never seen it directly above my head.
All right, here we have another fun UAP video, and this one features a very thin, frail-looking being. He's also got to be cold out there, right? I don't know, man. This one is supposedly from about the year 2021. I believe it's in Russia. It was hard to tell from the creator Alessandro on YouTube, who has loads of these. Check it out. We have liftoff. He's just gonna go over here for a minute. Huh.
This is from New Jersey last night. If this glowing heavenly Merkaba in the sky doesn't inspire awe within you, I don't know. Do you have a pulse? Heavenly glowing rainbow. In Hebrew, Mer means light. Ka means spirit. Ba means body, so Merkaba. The union of light, spirit, and body. The interlocking tetrahedrons represent balance between masculine and feminine. This has been described for centuries in all of the holy texts, and now we're seeing it with our own eyes. Described as a vehicle for ascension and higher consciousness, don't you feel things shifting? In my own life, I've been experiencing so much spiritual growth. When I see this, I feel so much hope and excitement about what is yet to come. What do you feel?
Okay, so I'm going to give you the story. I don't know if it's true or not. This is what I'm told, that they were flying over Arizona. So, and they're in a plane. They look out the window, and hey, look, it's the TR-3B. But you know what? This doesn't really look like the TR-3B, does it? Because most of the TR-3B footage that I've seen that is actually authentic, they have the 3 lights, the 3 red lights, or the 3 yellow lights that are pretty typical on a TR-3B, which leads me to the other thing. Is it artificial intelligence? Is it AI? Because I don't know what to believe anymore, guys. I mean, I'll let you make up your mind. If I guess, that's what I'm going to say before you say, I believe it's real. Remember, I just told you I think it's probably AI. So, I don't know. I could be wrong. It could be very real. So, let's check the footage out. So, this is what we've got. Well, I can tell you this much. There's a lot of turbulence going on if it's real, because it looks like not only is the camera shaking extremely bad, but the plane's rocking back and forth. So if I'm on that plane, I'm like, hey man, what's up? Yeah, I don't want to fly on that plane. I don't know. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Is this authentic? Is it really a plane flying over Arizona and they see this TR-3B looking triangular craft, or is it just typical AI?
Okay, what I'm going to share with you guys is what we know to be real and true. And when I tell you this, I urge you to not restrict your thinking to technology. We've been collecting UAP data for more than 5 years with electromechanical signaling. We call this our dog whistle. What the technology is classified. Generally speaking, we see 3 to 5 different classifications of UAP per day during operations. To make sense of our data, we had to develop a lexicon, and we base it off of flight characteristics. Again, there are 9 different flights or classes, and some of these UAPs may be the same type of UAP under different flight configurations. But at this point, given their behavior, we are confident that they do not align with your typical extraterrestrial explanation. Again, each UAP has different characteristics. Some tumble, some spin, some flicker, some just look like a living being flying in the sky. UAPs are extremely hard to image. What is seen with the naked eye generally is not what is seen under camera, and we do not know why. Class 1 is the tetra. It usually spins, it tumbles, it looks like a black body. Sometimes it flickers multiple times per second. It appears to have a cloud or vapor around it. We've seen class 1s in formations up to 20 to 23 in a flock or formation. Classification 2 is known as a tic-tac, but I feel like I should go through classifications 2 through 9 in another video, so there will be a part 2.
You see through the cube?
Not to my understanding, no.
So it's some sort of solid black cube that's inside this translucent sphere, and it's just floating around and flying around the sky.
That's a good point. Is it floating around? Is it flying around? It's doing both, which is strange, right? Because you could think of that description and go, okay, that's kind of some kind of weird balloon maybe with stuff in it. If you just view that angle of it, then it seems explainable. But when that, the balloon-like object starts cruising around at, 0.8 Mach, that nullifies that particular idea.
leaked footage of an alien spaceship fleet in Arizona. Over 150 were filmed this particular night. They're here. Just look up.
Did you see this video?
Something's up. Everybody knows. That is not normal. Everyone is looking up, wondering why the sky is split. Look. The sky is broken. And everybody knows something's fishy, don't you? Fishy, ain't it?
You know, that's the first time I ever seen this.
That's right.
Many people think it's an interdimensional reality portal. In some supernatural stories or legends, it is sometimes suggested that interdimensional portals or rifts in reality could open up, allowing strange and inexplicable phenomena to occur. According to this terrifying idea, the chilling video could show a moment when such a separation took place, giving the impression that the sky is cut in two, opening a sinister rift between our world and unknown dimensions. Whatever the case, the video remains suspended in eerie mystery, reminding us all that behind our familiar world lie forces we understand all too little about.
Has anybody talked to you about Wilkes Land?
What I've heard that it's a portal. A portal takes you from one structure to another or to a vessel outside our atmosphere, like an invisible elevator. This particular portal was underground, inside a structure.
What did it look like?
It had a frame, had hieroglyphics, whatever the meanings were, we still don't know. But the structure, or the frame of this portal, acted like a wormhole from point A to point B, a moon pool.
A moon pool?
The description I've been told looks just exactly like a moon pool.
Okay, what is a moon pool?
A moon pool, say it's in a submarine that's very deep. You've got a hatch in the floor that is open to the sea. Water does not come in and flood the vessel. The ambient pressure keeps that water, but you can enter the water and ascend from it through this moon pool.
And so, do you mean that, using the word moon pool, that you're saying that there's something that's vertical that looks like a moon pool?
It looks like you're walking into the water, but it's not water.
Shape?
The ones I've been described of is square.
Square?
Yes, ma'am. It would be, I'm sure you've seen the movie Stargate. Exactly same thing, except the frame is square, not round.
At 5 a.m. on March 20th, 2021, a live CCTV camera captured a strange phenomenon occurring on the Popocatépetl volcano. This mysterious event resembled a portal, evoking images of an interdimensional gateway. Popocatépetl is well known for its frequent UFO sightings, leading some to speculate that this could be the means through which these unidentified objects enter our world from somewhere else.
For this one, we're going to have some fun. Let's look at the mysteries surrounding the staircases in the woods. You might not have known this, but several isolated staircases have been found in national parks. And throughout the years, I've listened to several podcasts, seen lots of TV shows. Heck, even the creepy show Channel Zero had a whole season dedicated to this, but nobody knows why. For years, the internet has been sounding off with reports of isolated staircases popping up in national forests all around the world, from America to Germany, Brazil, and Portugal, even the Philippines. And these staircases, they're usually seen at night and found deep in the woods where no man has ever been known to live, with no other structure attached to them, just a staircase. Some are made of brick and others are wooden. Some are spiral and some are perfectly straight. Some are in ruins and others are perfectly stable. There doesn't seem to be a rhyme or reason. But what do they all have in common? They all extend up towards the sky, seemingly to nowhere at all. And one search and rescuer wrote, "I don't know if this is true in every search and rescue unit, but in mine, it's sort of an unspoken regular thing that we run into. On just about every case where we're really far into the wilderness, I'm talking 30 to 40 miles, at some point we'll find a staircase in the middle of the woods. It's almost like if you took the stairs out of your house, cut them out, and put them in the forest." I asked about it the first time I saw some, and the other officer just told me not to worry about it, that it's normal. Everyone I asked said the same thing. I wanted to check them out, but I was told very emphatically that I should never go near any of them, so I just sort of ignore them now when I run into them because it happens so often. In the Philippines, a man was being chased by a vicious dog when he found a set of stairs. Fearing for his safety, he ran up, and after the coast was clear, after a few minutes, he came back down, and when he went home, 5 years had passed. This staircase was called the Staircase of Missing Time. Now, of course, there are several theories concerning what these staircases are, why they're there, and who put them there in the first place. Theory 1, of course, is that they are nothing more than the foundations left behind by long-lost settlements. Others, of course, are a bit more sinister. Some believe that they aren't stairs at all, rather a pulpit for a preacher holding some sort of dark intended gathering. Others believe that it could be a gateway to another dimension entirely, or maybe even hell. Whether you believe in them or not, stairs are used to symbolize a spiritual passage, whether it's between heaven and hell or our world in another realm. So, if you were to find a set, would you climb?
You're looking at one of the most mysterious aircraft ever caught on camera, the infamous TR-3B. Officially, it doesn't exist, but sightings like this say otherwise. Shaped like a triangle, moving like nothing we've ever built, and completely silent. No engines, no exhaust, no sonic boom. Just hovering, gliding, and vanishing into the night. It's been rumored for decades. A top-secret black-budget project hidden deep within classified military programs. Some say it's powered by anti-gravity propulsion, a technology that bends the rules of physics as we know them. Others believe it's the result of reverse engineering, alien technology, taken from crash sites and locked away from the public. The TR-3B has been seen over military bases, deserts, oceans, and even cities. Its slow, deliberate movements and glowing lights defy conventional aircraft behavior. It doesn't fly, it floats, drifts, and sometimes shoots off at impossible speeds. Is it one of ours? A breakthrough in aerospace decades ahead of anything the public is allowed to see? Or is it something else entirely, something not made on this Earth? What we do know is this: these craft are real. People have seen them. Pilots, civilians, even government insiders. And yet there's no acknowledgement, no official explanation, just silence. So ask yourself, if this isn't a military prototype, then who does it belong to? The TR-3B, classified, or cosmic?
From here, it looks like a triangle.
It is a triangle with a red light in the middle.
Wow. Wow, that's a weird looking craft.
It is. The red light is right in the center of the triangle. That's unusual. That is weird. Now this is where you need to zoom in.
There's something right beside us here. There's stuff moving in the bushes beside us.
That is amazing.
It didn't have a tail, that's what I noticed.
look. See, look, y'all thought I was playing. I know y'all see those lights. Look at them. Not the little ones because my little mirror thing scratched up. I know you see those right there, floating. Oh my, bruh, this every day out here, or every night, but still, look at that. Bruh, this really in Miami. I'm not playing. Look, the airport is right over here. That's the airport. You know what I mean? They always got little lights and stuff. You know, it's probably airplanes. But over here, this ain't the airport. Look at that. And them clouds not even moving. How the whole cloud not gonna move? It's just sitting there at nighttime. It's crazy. Look, ain't no other clouds in the sky. But right over here, look at them. And look at those lights. Bruh, y'all could, hey. Oh wait, it's a couple clouds right here. But look, they just froze.
We've been using technology from extraterrestrials. What we think are aliens in our sky might just not be. It could be our own. This secret spacecraft is of alien technology. For more information on this one secret plane, research the TR-3B spacecraft. Thanks for watching.
The fuck is this shit? The fuck is that? This is above the Pentagon.
Be very general in this to protect this person's identity because they're still on active duty, but like I remember interviewing a guy, and I have a background in psychological analysis and other stuff to, you know, assess people, and for like 3 hours, and it was a certain very senior Navy individual that saw he was going to work at a certain facility in the morning, you know, not drunk, not high, and a 300-foot triangular craft hovered over his car for a couple minutes, and it, like, he couldn't even process what he was seeing. But then he took pictures of his car after the incident, and all the zenith upper facing decks of his car were all got hit with ionizing radiation, ultraviolet, because the paint became milky. His headlights totally went, they were totally clear. His car was perfect before the incident. And I'm like, holy crap, you have physical artifacts. The guy we assessed, you know, he had a normal psychological composition, no weird belief system. He's just a dude that was going to work at a Navy base, and, you know, he had a freaking huge craft. At least the physical proof he provided, he drew what he saw, no sound, these weird omnidirectional lights, kind of that classic, you know, triangle. I'm like, holy shit, I didn't believe in UFOs, but these guys are like, they can't be lying to me, because they certainly are credible guys that have a lot to lose. He was super scared to come forward. He didn't tell his wife for 5 years. That was, I think, an inflection point for me where I'm like, okay, there's something going on that's not adversarial tech. Talking to these people that were literally in tears, telling me this stuff, because it was this emotional thing that they could not process analytically what they were seeing. It was like totally beyond their comprehension. So, for what it's worth, yeah. I've never seen anything, believe it or not. So I came in as